Speed check reported ahead on I-75 North.
Way to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Got a delivery in the back on my way to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I don't know if I could be heard because I had an incoming call. Everybody and mama like calling me once I go live. On my way to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I see a lot of prison story videos online. I see a lot of gang members, gang talk stuff online. Now, I'm not a gang member at all. When I talk about gang stuff, I'm just speaking from a perspective from the outside, looking in at how they carry themselves or whatever. But I can speak on prison because I've been there before, federal and state. I guess I start with prison. For the most part, when y'all be online and y'all see these people online doing these prison videos, I understand that it's all about entertainment. They claim that it's about a lesson, but it's more so them slick glorifying it, or they talking about something that's not seen on a regular in prison. Like rapes, unless you're talking to an old head, unless you see like a very old dude, not very old, but a dude like in his late 50s or 60s or older, you know what I'm saying? They can probably tell you stories about multiple R word, when inmates got R word or whatever, convicts, criminals, whatever, guys got R word in prison, because back in like the 90s and the 80s, 70s or whatever, when they was in prison, that's what was going on then. You know what I'm saying? The homosexuality wasn't blasted the way it is now. It wasn't so many openly gay people or willingly gay people as it is now. So back in them days, yeah, they probably was taking, you know what I'm saying, you had to fight.
Speed check reported ahead on I-75 North.
I don't know if y'all can hear it, I got my GPS on. It probably did, but if they talking about current, like late 90s, 2000s on up, that stuff not going on the way they is. And the reason why I'm saying is because a lot of these people that's been talking these prison stories, they say they did 10 years. Oh, I did 10 years. I just got out. I've been out 4 years. I did 20 years. I just got out 8 years ago or whatever. So I'm thinking, all right, it's 2024. You did 20 years. You've been out 8. So you must have got out around 96 or whatever. Some shit like that. Like 98 or something. Like, I'm like, bro, these stories y'all telling about these gay people ain't, about these rape R word. I'm trying not to say the word, YouTube be tripping. It's not even like that. Like nowadays, it be gay people in prison looking to find a booty bandit, looking to find a man or whatever. And it ain't even as like that. You just know, okay, yeah, he fuck around with them boys or whatever. Or that's a punk or whatever the case may be. And they be in their own section. If you find the fucking content creator, they got so many fucking booty bandit stories. He got so many gay stories, so many R-word stories in prison. You got to look at him sideways, because if he got all this intel about what's going on with that, you got to look at him sideways. He probably was involved. He probably talking about himself. He's probably talking about some stuff that he engaged in, and him getting online, because this is like therapeutic, talking to people. So he's getting it out because he want to tell somebody, so he just create another name. He could be talking about himself. Because as many times I ever been to prison, bro, I ain't never seen a man get taken. Granted, First time I ever went to prison was 2000. But I ain't never seen a guy just, like, nah, boy, your ass get jumped. Ain't no ain't no booty bandits just going around taking people, just R-wording people in prison nowadays, bro. And the feds are in the state, they ain't just doing that. Well, I know in Georgia they not doing that because they already got dudes that's already like that, so they don't have to do it. Even if you owe a tab, you run up a tab, they just gonna beat your ass, stab you up, some beat your ass or whatever. Have you call your people on their phones and hit their cash out with that money. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they not finna just, oh, we gonna put mop sticks up, you know. That's them old ass niggas that live their life like that. That's them old ass niggas that they live their life like that. They was on that kind of time, and they get out and they get y'all these prison stories. They create a YouTube channel and they talk about all this gay. You ever notice they only talk about that like it ain't other stuff? You know how many gifted people that I saw in prison? Do you know how many people in prison right now? The world will never get the experience or see how talented they is because they got 2-3 life sentences. They got 40-50 years in prison. They got 2-3 life sentences, 4-5 life sentences. They got, and I'm talking about as far as drawing, spoken words, poetry, because they ain't got nothing time, so they learning stocks and bonds, like they learning all kind of stuff, like writing books, like you're not writing scripts, movies, stage plays. I done stage plays in prison and everything. The world will never see how
Speed check reported ahead on I-75 North.
The world will never see or experience how talented they is because they got 55 years, 190 years. You know what I'm saying? For a crime that they did, or they was accessory to a gang tag. They hit you with those gang tags or whatever. Folks get like 20, 30 man RICOs and overly sentenced for drugs. You know what I mean? The talented people in prison. But you always see these dudes that get on here and they always talk about the violence. They talk about the negative part. It's all negative because you're in jail, you're away from your family. If you don't have family, you don't have your physical freedom. You know what I'm saying? So it's all bad, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't so bad because sometimes jail and prison save a lot of people. A lot of these dudes that's in prison right now, trust and believe, that prison sentence is what saved them, because if they were still out, they'd probably be dead right now. By the time they get out, judge give them so much time. By the time they get out, hopefully they done educated themselves, they don't utilize themselves while they was in there. So when they get out, they reform. It's called Department of Correction, even though they don't correct anything. The correction is you have to correct yourself. You have to say you don't want to do this, do it. You got to say, I want to unlearn some things and I want to relearn, I want to learn better things. It's on you. The average person you see online with these prison stories, they get on here and talk all this booty shit, all this, man, don't think that prison is just one big orgy. Do not think, listening to these dudes, you're thinking, don't think prison is one big push-up, pull-up, piece, / orgy party. No, bro. Real educated people in prison, man. You have some in there sharp as knives, man. I mean, sharper than the knives they got tucked in their jumpsuit, man. Like these, like I'm talking about, from education to writing, because you got to think they don't have no distractions. Those that really utilize their time, they don't have no distractions. They don't have, some do have cell phones, but they don't have jobs that they got to go and drive to. They don't have to pay bills. They don't have to go to kids' graduations, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of them wish they could. They don't have the distraction of all these women, all these dudes, you know what I mean, family in their ears. So they're in prison programming the way that they program. They get up, clean up, get their room together, squared away or whatever for the daily not search, but the daily, like, you got to, they walk through, they do walkthroughs and make sure your bunks and everything's neat and whatever it's supposed to be, the standards. They go to their little details or whatever. They hit the yard, do they workout or whatever. Like, you got a lot of people that go in there. There's some people in there writing plays. You got some people in prison. That help prisoners get out of prison. their cases. They get in there and read their cases and help them file. Right in the God, I've seen prisoners help other prisoners give time back. This shit is kind of funny. I've seen prisoners get other prisoners time back. Like, oh man, look, man, you know they got this law, they passed this, that, and the third. If they did that, like really fill out the proper paperwork, mail it off, and help these people get out of prison. They got life. They just sit around and they get off by helping others, enlightening others. It ain't no fucking fun place. I was depressed every time I was in there. I wasn't walking around just one showering and just one shaving and keeping myself neat and clean. I was all that. You know, I kept my game face on, but I didn't want to be there anybody with more or anybody that really, it don't matter how you make your money, but if you love your family, you love your freedom, but you dipping in and out, you doing illegal things or whatever to survive, or you doing legal whatever, you get locked up or whatever, the motherfuckers don't want to be there. The average hustler, the brick selling nigga, he just wants some money. A nigga who sell dope, a nigga who sell weed, motherfucker who doing frauds, them niggas just hustling. They ain't like prisoners. They still got a conscience. They ain't like, you know how you have these people that are like real threat to society. Like prison is nah, don't free that nigga. That nigga need to be in there. They was out here doing all this SA stuff to little kids, to women, to boys, or men, or whatever. Keep him in there. You know, you got some people that are mentally not fit for this fucking setting, for this world, for this society. So when they do little things, go to prison, they need to be in that motherfucker. But the average one, they don't want to be in there. So when you see these content creators do these channels, do these prison videos, and they always talking about the gang stuff, or they always talking about the booty bandit stuff, they are just strictly trying to entertain y'all. They trying to entertain y'all for YouTube check. Because it's more to prison than just gang. And half of the time, them niggas get along with each other. I've seen Crips and Bloods, and they cellies together. GDs and Bloods cellies together. Cellies, work out together. They make big bowls and food and stuff together. They do all that. Go play basketball together, flag football, go work out on the yard together. They do all that shit together. But then get out here in the free world, and now they enemies again. It's so fucking weird. Like, and there's another thing. Let me tell you something. It's mental. It's a little mental health for all of them. Because I never understood, all the times I was in prison, I never understood. All right, everybody got their own vices, their own demons they got to fight, their own prison bid. You got a year to do. You got 5 years to do. He got 15 years to do. He got 30 years to do. He got a life sentence. You got all these people in here with all this time. So that's already enough stress, something that you got to cope with and deal with. Oh, everybody, 98% of all the men in there that went in there with girlfriends or wives, eventually them wives or them girlfriends are going to cheat on you. They're going to leave you. Somebody's going to be sticking a whole lot of whatever or a little bit of whatever inside a girl. Is she going to be good with them? My bad, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, yeah, I think I got an iPhone. I don't know why it said it got hot. But anyway, the temperature, you know how them iPhones be. But you got all this stress already from, missing your kids, missing your family, missing your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like, damn, man, I let the system get me again. Whatever the case may be. Why you want to come to prison and add more stress on top of that by beefing with another motherfucker in there that got the same prison stripes you got on, got the same kind of prison ID, in the same, y'all share the same showers, y'all share the same visitation, same yard. Why y'all beefing with each other? I don't care what walk of life you come from. Why we beefing with each other? We already got enough stress as it is. Why the hell we beefing? But you had that stuff going on, so it got to be a mental health like type of thing. Like niggas mental. Niggas mental. You want to add extra stress on top of the stress you already dealing with. Right? So yeah, y'all be mindful when y'all watch these dudes that have these YouTube channels. Somebody said, what prison were you was in? I was in Coastal State Prison. I went to Jackson State Prison. I went to Atlanta FCI Federal. I went to USP Lee Jonesville, Virginia Federal Pen. I've been to MCP. That's in Muskogee County. Coffee County. I went to Coffee County. I went to Wheeler Correctional. Hayes State Prison. It's funny I'm saying that because I'm about to go past Hayes State Prison now. I'm traveling, going towards Tennessee. I've been to a good amount of prison. I ain't proud of it. I'm not proud of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But if I'm gonna use my voice to say something about an experience that I had, I'm gonna give it to y'all raw and uncut. I'm not finna be on this motherfucker trying to entertain y'all with no booty stories, because I don't have booty stories like that. I don't have booty bandit stories like that. Have I heard like at lockdown time we all in our cells? Have I heard like little funny shit through the walls and through the vents? Yeah, I've heard two men in the room, and I knew that what they was in there doing. You can hear them. It sounded like a man and a woman. You just groaning and moaning. You can just hear their ass in there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas go to kicking the door and shit. Man, y'all calm that shit down. I've heard a guy in a cell in Jackson, a black guy, a white guy was forced to go in that room, and the white guy was pleading in the middle of the night, and you could tell that's what he was in there doing to that guy, because he was begging. Man, that shit was horrible. That was horrible. That shit sound like that tape, you know, that alleged Meek Mill's Puff Daddy sex audio or whatever. That shit sound like that. That shit was bad. And then what makes it worse is when you hear a man sounding like that and they don't even really want it. But you're dealing with an old school chain gang dude, and these officers dropped the ball. They just trying to put people in cells, and the white boy clearly didn't want to go in that room. And y'all forced him to go in that damn cell with that dude. And you know what? I hope that white guy sued that county. I hope he sued that prison for that. Man, that shit sounds just like that audio with that alleged Meek Mill's which I don't think that's Meek Mill's and Puff Daddy. It's just a lot of stuff that don't make sense. But yeah, that stuff. That's the only two times I can say have I saw a lot of gay guys in there, punks switching, extra tight jean, prison khakis. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen dudes in there that look like heterosexual men that was up on these gay men. Had whole wives, whole baby mamas coming to visit them. I've seen all that. Why are we the only race that act like when you go to prison, it's an accomplishment? I have no idea. David, it is not a fucking accomplishment at all. Now, it is what it is when a person lives a certain lifestyle and that's what happened, and that becomes an experience and and something that they can share with others that ain't never been there or whatever. Okay, cool or whatever, but it is never an accomplishment. It is never a fucking, I would rather live, I'm finna drive under a bridge right now. I will happily live up on, make this bridge my address for the rest of my life with a cardboard and a goddamn three-legged dog, and be happy living up under this bridge I'm going up under right motherfucking now than to be in prison. It ain't nothing accomplishment or happy or especially if you got if you really care about your family or you really care about yourself or whatever. You don't want to be in that shit. Like going back to what I was saying, the average dope boy or whatever, they just want some money. They ain't really. They know that it's a possibility they can get locked up, but niggas don't really be preparing to go to prison. They don't really be thinking I'm gonna go to prison today. Nah, they don't. Nah, they think they're gonna keep getting this easy, fast money forever. And then when they get in that motherfucker, it just, you know, it is not an accomplishment at all. You could have got your GED out here in the real world. You could have got your diploma out here in the real world. You could have got your CDLs out here in the real world. You could have got your brick masonry degree in the real world. You could have got your electrical degree in the real world. All the little degrees they got, agriculture, all that stuff that they have now that you can get, you could have got that shit in the real world. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Say he was robbed last week. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Somebody say you affiliated. No, I'm not affiliated. I'm not affiliated as far. I'm assuming you get into the title when I said let's talk. Yeah, we can start on that. We done did 20 minutes of that prison shit. Yeah, it's not an accomplishment. Put it in a nutshell. Prison is not an accomplishment. It's not nothing to get a pat on the back. It's not you don't get a reward, motherfucker, because you don't went to prison and other people had to take care of your kids. The government had to take care of your kids. That other nigga had to take care of your kids while you was locked up. It's not an accomplishment. It's nothing to poke your chest out and feel like happy about. You know what I'm saying? And that's that, man. Stay free. All y'all who ain't never been to prison, thank God. Hey, man, y'all blessed. That's something to goddamn pat yourself on the back with. That's something to poke your chest out. Not going to prison saying you did 5, 10, 15 years. I seen a motherfucker online. Like yesterday, I seen this old ass guy online that's he's a Crip out west, California, and he was bragging about, he wasn't bragging, but he was saying he got DP and y'all other niggas need to stop ducking y'all DP. He violated and his homies had to DP him. First of all, now I know I ain't had this in the type of bucket. I'm gonna talk about it since we here. Ain't nowhere in the hell I'm gonna be affiliated. I'm gonna comment. Affiliated in no type of motherfucking dysfunction, black genocide ass type of organization or game and live 5 decades on this motherfucking earth. That's 50 years. This dude was 50 plus. Ain't no way I'm gonna live 5. You've lived on this earth for 5 decades. Boy, your ass done seen some shit. You done experienced some shit. You done just read some shit that was just so distasteful to your spirit, to your emotions. It ain't nowhere in the hell I'm finna join a toxic black genocide, dog eat dog, blind leading the blind game. And then just because I said something or did something, and mind you, I didn't do nothing that was like touch a child inappropriately, touch an adult inappropriately, snitched on some people or whatever, got them locked up, murdered just innocent people. And you ain't did none of that. Only thing you did was invite a motherfucker that really wasn't welcome to a place, and you let him interview you or whatever, and you get your ass DP'd at 50 plus years old by some more lost niggas, and you online bragging, yeah, I got my DP like a man. All y'all need to get y'all DP. First of all, bitch, you 50 plus years old. Nigga, you ain't finna put your fucking hands on me. Y'all niggas ain't finna put y'all hands. Who finna get DP? That man is a granddaddy. What old ass man getting DP'd? Getting disciplinary from his fucking gang. And all y'all ass lost. Ain't no real role models. Ain't no real. Name me one real role model that's a gang member. Name me one. Name me one that you don't mind your children following the footsteps or following the teachings of a gang leader. Name one. We got about 60 more miles before I get to Tennessee, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Tell me one. I want one of you motherfuckers that's watching. Type in the comment section. One gang member, whether he's active or inactive, that you don't mind your kids learning like to live your life like that. Like that you hold at some kind of standard. Honor or standard. Like we glorify the wrong shit. We glorified the wrong shit. A motherfucker praise a gangbanger who been sliding and stepping and killing people. They'll praise that motherfucker way quicker than they'll praise the goddamn the neighborhood activist, the neighborhood grandma nana or the grandpa of the hood who know all the bad kids and all the good kids, and he been there forever. He keep his yard clean. He drug and disease free. This man don't cause problems. This man just want better for his community. The motherfuckers overlook him and praise the motherfucking asshole online because he got some clout. Let's just be honest with you. What's beneficial about joining the gang? What did it do for your life? When you join, I understand y'all grow up in certain areas or whatever, and that's just what y'all do. You gonna get affiliated or whatever, or fight all the time, because you got some people that come from gang infested areas that never joined nothing. Them niggas went to school, or they just chose a different path. You know, so I'm pretty sure people probably tried to get them a part of it or whatever, but they didn't join none of that shit. What did gang banging do for you? As you said, somebody provided a family. What family? What's the family? Because this the blind leading the blind. If you come from a strong actual family tree, not a dysfunctional family tree like me, but if you come from a strong family tree, they only want to see the greatness out of you. Brotherhood, you can have brotherhood working the 9 to 5. Matter of fact, fuck it. Let's say you don't want to work a 9 to 5. Let's say you want to be a street nigga. You can have brotherhood by just being a street nigga. You ain't got to be affiliated in nothing. Don't think everybody that's from California or Chicago that are street niggas are a part of some gang. You got some of them that ain't a part of shit, but they still in them streets. They still hustling. They still doing. But they ain't a part. They ain't attached to no gang. So what's the benefits of goddamn brotherhood? Some niggas that'll beat your ass, a nigga that'll put a gun in your hand and say, go over here and put in this work, gonna sacrifice you. Gonna sacrifice you. Your OGs, the OGs gonna make the little young G's go out here and put in some work. Because they OGs made them put in some work. You go out here and spin, you go out here and kill them for, ain't no coming back from that. You go out here and kill somebody, ain't no coming back from that. You go out here and commit these robberies, ain't no, and you know, you can come back from it, but you young, you're a juvie, so you know they gonna give you a pat on the wrist. Why you wanna fuck up that little young man record? Why you wanna fuck his life up? Why don't you take your old ass in there and go rob that fucking store? Why don't you take your old ass over there and go spin on this corner and go shoot up and kill these people? Why you got these young boy? Why you fucking that boy head up? Why you fucking that boy life up? Matter of fact, y'all niggas so lost in the motherfucking sauce. Yo op, what you and your op got in common? Y'all both lost niggas. Y'all are both lost niggas. Y'all both represent the same struggle, y'all got the same stereotypes. So why y'all niggas ops? Both of y'all come from the slum. Both of y'all come poor environment, single parent household, or probably no parent household. Both of y'all affiliated in some kind of gang, some color, some set. But y'all don't like each other. Y'all want to kill each other. But y'all niggas on the daily day, let's say when y'all ain't fighting or shooting at each other, y'all life can run parallel. Both of y'all fucking the same bitches, or the same type bitches. Y'all dress the same, but just probably different colors. Same slang, but y'all switch words up. Y'all go to the same jails. Same police that'll lock this crib up, but spin the block and go over here and lock this blood up. Same police that drugs or do the same thing to this BD over here, or this Vice Lord over here. Y'all wear the same type of jewelry. Y'all go to the same clubs. It's the same shit. So you'll think y'all got more in common than being an op, right? You'll think y'all got more in common than being an op, right? The fuck wrong with you? How the fuck both us slaves? You gonna hate on me? You know they make the house nigga hate on the field nigga. House nigga feel like he better than the field nigga, because the house nigga in the house eating the scraps from the master. You know, he probably got a cleaner bed, he can eat good, he in AC and shit. You know what I mean? He doing all that kind of shit, all that jeffing for master. You out there in the field, but both of y'all slaves. Why you hating on this motherfucker? Why y'all hate each other? politicians, man. That shit ain't, man. Listen, man, that shit is the blind. Man, it's 2024. Y'all niggas gotta wake up, bro. It is something in the fucking water out there in California. Because California is the only city. California is the only city. State. But I'm talking about Los Angeles, South Central, Compton. Like that's the only area that I can see online that have overly old ass men so proud about repping some shit that ain't did nothing but destroy their communities that they so-called love. Man, you know how many folks dead in the name of gang banging all around the world? That's some shit you still proud to represent, nigga. You probably got siblings, you probably got cousins, you probably got brothers, sisters, mama, daddy done died behind that shit. You still holding your chest up high and you repping that shit? It's something in the water. It's something in the water. It's something them niggas drinking. Stop drinking that water. That shit got y'all niggas head fucked up. It's 2025. I can understand in the 80s. You want that, the internet went around, a lot of information went around, a lot of shit went around. That was easy for you to just discover and type up and find. But man, it's 2024, man. You mean to tell me y'all niggas still on that kind of thing? Y'all niggas old as fuck. Some of y'all niggas got, y'all niggas get SSI. Some of y'all niggas got rods in y'all leg, hip replacements. You know what I mean? Back surgeries. Y'all niggas got diabetes. Some of y'all niggas got damn old as fuck. Still repping this shit. I just seen some shit. I guess a Crip lady, elder Crip lady, Jackie or whatever, she just passed away or whatever. And man, they got the funeral online. Man, when I tell you, man, hey man, I guess that's just what they do out west. But when I tell you, man, y'all just go look at that shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Man, them niggas was sea walking, the motherfucker, the casket right here. The motherfucker was doing their little shit. Now I get it. New Orleans, when people die, they have a second line. They had the jazz. They doing the little festival. It's like they celebrating like a transition. It's a difference in New Orleans because it's like a celebration. Like it ain't a time to mourn. They not really sad and crying. They dancing and praising because of their loved one is transitioned to the next phase. Celebration, man. It's something in that fucking water. Man, there's something in that water. They need to stop drinking that water out there out west, bro. That shit doing something to them, bro. That shit, them niggas could be some old ass niggas. You go online, you see a bunch of young people. They be young and shit, and they be goddamn doing all this crazy shit. They be young. Like they just young, man. He don't know no better. They young. But when you see some old, you motherfuckers older than me. I'll be 44 tomorrow. Hey, y'all need to hit my cash out, man. I'll be 44 tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow, I'll be 44. You got niggas on that 64, 54, late 60s, 70s, doing these interviews and on this motherfucker popping that shit, kicking that goddamn gang culture shit like them niggas still 18. Glorifying this shit, man. I'm from the murder capital. Hey, man, the murder rate's high here, man. Where I'm from, like that shit a badge of honor. Say that shit to the person that died. Say that shit to their family. You think they want to hear that shit? You think they want to hear that shit? See, I'm just different. Dennis, I'm just different, man. And I'm not no saint. This is not a privileged silver spoon individual that's speaking with a YouTube channel that's talking from a standpoint like, why don't they just go get educated here? My parents is in my life. No. And if you had both parents in your life, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. God bless you, man, from the bottom of my heart. Because you got a support system. You got some influence, some positive influence, especially if they supporting you and they ain't in the street. So that's a blessing to have both parents in your life teaching you along the way. I don't come from that. Nigga, I come from the goddamn. If you convert what I did in the streets of Atlanta In LA, I've probably been a part of a game, but I'm thinking about this shit like I'm having these incoming calls. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? 4-4 tomorrow. Tomorrow my birthday. 4-4. Okay, good. Y'all can hear me. Cool. I'm keep getting these incoming calls. Man, it come a time when your ass gotta wisen up, man. It come a time when your ass gotta wisen up, man. It shouldn't be no reason for a 50 plus year old man getting punched on, especially if that's a part of a game. You gotta go pull up and get your DPs out the way because you violated some shit. And you didn't violate it by ratting somebody out and getting somebody locked up. You didn't violate by they found out that you was touching on underage kids or you was touching on adults without their consent and all that. No, you just did some shit. You had a nigga at your fucking park. Man, this man 50 plus years old, you punching on this fat, fragile bone having ass fucking man. And he's, yeah, man, they beat me to the white meat, man. Look at me. What the fuck? What the fuck? There shouldn't be no reason for no 50-year-old man to be getting jumped on anyway. Unless you done did some super duper violating shit. And then it's just like, nah, we gotta goddamn see about you. You goddamn touching kids, you done beat on this person, or you done beat on it, like you done did that. Like, nah, you might have earned the ass whipping. But if it's just, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Ain't nothing to smile about, man. Ain't nothing to be proud about, man. And then, mind you, this shit is coming from an organization where it's the blind leading the blind anyway. Y'all still haven't named me a hood gang member. That was the next. That was a Elon Musk. That was a Einstein. That was a Jesus Christ. Everybody's fucking calling. Not really, Fluke. I ain't never been to work. It felt like, well, when I was punching in on the clock, yeah. When I was punching in on the clock, yes. But I work for myself. I'm self-employed. I'm a carrier. I work for my own company. That was just calling me. It was my dispatcher. I work for myself. So no, I don't for myself because tomorrow I can say, you know what, I don't feel like working. I can go do this delivery and then come back and say, I ain't doing nothing else the rest of the day, and it's all good. I work for myself. Yeah, I have. It's crazy, man. They DP the fucking, like, that shit just crazy. I look at that. I look at Crip Mac. Before Crip Mac got arrested, locked up, I think that was like a year or so ago. Like 2 years ago, a year and a half or something ago, he got DP'd. He got DP'd over some text shit that he was saying when he was like 15 years old. He was like 13, 15 years old. Not grown, like Crip Mac is a grown ass man. He got DP'd over some shit he said on Facebook when he was a kid. He wasn't even affiliated then. They DP'd the shit out of this boy, man. And he like, yeah, man, old hood. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You niggas ain't damn, man. Hey, y'all niggas ain't finna put y'all motherfucking hands on me, man. You put your hands on me, we gonna fight every goddamn day. Every day, any day I just feel like goddamn foul from one of y'all legs. Catch this. We gonna fight every goddamn. They ain't gonna want me in the game. Cause it ain't gonna be over. You gonna DP me? I'm gonna catch every last one of you niggas one by one. Nah, nigga. Nah, we're gonna leave that nigga alone. And then we all lost. We all lost. These are all lost people. These are, man. Who? What you gonna say, Snoop Dogg? Okay, Snoop Dogg's an entertainer. I be forgetting Snoop a Crip. Cause Snoop been in the game since early 20s, late teens, early 20s. I don't really look at Snoop like that, like a goddamn gangbanger. We're gonna say the game. I don't look at the game like no gang bang, like no blood. Like, I don't look at him like that. They're entertainer. I'm saying who, as a kid, joined the game and just skyrocket through life. Like these niggas started goddamn. These niggas, everything just started. Got businesses, got LLCs, got trademarks, got registries. They cleaned their hood up. They got their hood that they claim they love so much. Cleaned this motherfucker up. They done cleaned this motherfucker up. This shit clean for kids can enjoy themselves. You know, they really like goddamn putting in that groundwork. These niggas talking about they're part of grid programs. Oh, the grid, big U. Oh, the grid, give back to the youth, help the youth. But then y'all niggas be online acting like the youth. Y'all still a youth. How that shit make sense? How that shit make sense? These grid programs and shit to help the youth. But that nigga say I'm a grid program, and then he had his phone up with his vest on talking about, hey y'all, fuck 600, and all the kids, yeah, fuck 600, yeah, they with the fuck 600. How you acting like, man, get the fuck out of here, man, with that bullshit. That shit just sound cool. When them niggas say shit like, you know, I got this organization, this grid organization helping the kids, the youth, trying to stir them in the right direction. That shit just sound cool. Them niggas don't genuinely feel like that. Them niggas don't genuinely feel like that. Because if your ass really cared about the goddamn youth, you'll show it in your fucking actions. It came from it be in your actions. It'll be in your actions. If your ass really cared about the younger generation, the kids, motherfucker, how you carry yourself, it'll speak for itself, nigga. It'll speak for itself. You don't really give a fuck about these kids. You just, whatever that grid program, the government pumping money towards y'all just want to get that fucking money, nigga. Like any other politician. Like any other politician, vote for me, I'll make you proud. All these presidents, vote for me. Them niggas don't give a fuck about the people. Women's shelters, men's shelters, children, youth centers, libraries. A motherfucker can read a book. Teach a motherfucker how to speak proper English. I saw some cool ass shit, man, online. I saw a teacher. It was like a couple of black teachers, male teachers. They was teaching the little boys how to, you know, put the tie on, how to dress, you know, tuck your shirt, like how to present themselves, how to open the door for the ladies or whatever. How to, like, they were teaching them how to be like respected, mature men. I can salute that. I can salute that. Yeah, I can salute that. But that's grid program shit, all that shit they talking about, that's just to get money out the goddamn system, man. For them, man, get the fuck out of here, man. We give away toys. Man, fuck them toys, nigga. These folk need their mental health. It's cool, alright, it's cool. Get a nigga a bike, alright, whatever. All that dope money that been running, all that extorting y'all niggas been doing. Y'all nigga extorting all these rappers, telling these rappers to check in. When they come through or whatever, to check in. Take some of that motherfucking money and goddamn clean up the park there. Buy the park, buy the hood back. You loved it so much, buy it back. Niggas don't even own that shit. All these rappers that's getting extorted by all these gang ass niggas. Yeah. You gotta check in. Checking in when they come in, checking in. That's just a friendly extortion. So all y'all niggas that's extorting all these rappers for all these thousands of dollars. I see a nigga, they call a nigga loose cannon, say some shit like Rick Ross had to call for $50,000 for Meek Mills. They had Meek Mills hostage or something. And they got $50,000 up out of them. I hope y'all took some of that goddamn money and bought some land in the hood or whatever, or bought a building and tried to make it to some a fucking youth center, a battered women's shelter. Did y'all use it for that? Did y'all use it for that? All that extorting money y'all niggas getting from these rappers and shit. Is any of that money going into the kid that going towards goddamn daycares or opening up temp agencies or whatever, or do some shit that can help that community you love so motherfucking much, nigga? You can't talk that shit to me, man. You can't. I wish I would get on a no jump on nigga podcast that's so goddamn gang. Man, I'd pick that nigga ass apart. Especially he on that talk. All of them. Name one. Name one that take their popularity, their YouTube checks, because a lot of them getting some good money on YouTube. Name one of them niggas. No Jumper have so many gang members on his goddamn platform. Is No Jumper putting any of that millions of dollars he make yearly for that podcast or whatever he got going on? Is any of that shit going to any of them poverty ass, stricken hood, low income ass hoods or whatever? Get the fuck out of here. Check in. Check in for what? Bitch, you can't guarantee my security here. Niggas in this same city want to kill you or willing to kill you. Fuck you mean check in? You'll be straight. You'll be protected. You ain't got to worry about that. Get your motherfucker. You got to look over your shoulder for your own life. Fuck you mean check in? Man, your ass an entertainer. You better get you some real goddamn security. Some real police ass like type security ass, comeback ex-military ass niggas. And you better go maneuver and do your fucking work. Cause one thing about a street nigga, they do not want to deal with them old goddamn police ass, ex-military looking ass, comeback commando looking ass niggas. They ain't finna. You heard what White 100 said. He said him and a few of his homeboys went to some hotel to try to run down on 50 Cent. When he walked in there and seen 50 Cent had these goddamn big ass military looking security, them niggas backtracked. I thought you was tough, nigga. They still helping folks. How they helping? Yeah, they help. Crip Mac got 15 years in the feds. Crip Mac got 15 years in the feds. That means he got every bit about 12, 13 years to do. You're going to do about 85% of that time. He got 15 years in the feds. Bye-bye Crip Mac. You ain't going to see Crip Mac till he my age. How old Crip Mac? About 30? 28, 30? Crip Mac going to be 44 years old by the time he get out of jail. Nobody helping. You love your hood so much, man, let me tell you something. I can go to hoods and, let's say I'm invited, I go to hoods in other cities. I can like, oh yeah, this the hood. You know why I can tell it's the hood? Because it's hood activity shit going on. It's run down. It's run down. Motherfuckers walking up and down the street. The city don't even care about your mayor. Your politician, local politicians don't even care about this side of town. So that's how I know I'm in the hood. Low income, fucked up ass school districts, drug infested, robbery infested, prostitution, all this shit going on over here, right? And you got these same niggas that say, I love my hood. This is my hood, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna. These niggas make thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, some make millions of dollars. These niggas ain't bought their hood back. That shit just sound cute. Them niggas don't care about the hood for real. Because if they cared about it, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wouldn't be able to say I'm standing in the hood right now. You know why? Because the streets will be clean. The houses will be looking better. We'll be remodeling this whole area over here so the property taxes over here go up. So the business, the home owners over here can get more bang for their buck if they decide to sell their house. They have clean ass parks over here. All you niggas wouldn't be standing out on no motherfucking corners and shit. Standing in front of an Asian motherfucking owned store. The fuck out of here. Nigga don't love they Nip, alright, yeah, Nip. I ain't even read it. I just seen Nipsey. I already knew where you were getting at. Nipsey was the closest thing to what I would say, yeah, nigga. Yeah. What Nip was a rolling 60, Nip was a Crip. Nip had, you know, he buying plazas, marathon. And Nip was one of, man, god damn, man, California took a major loss when Nip died, man. Really, to be honest with you, the world did. Because Nip inspired people all over for the shit that he was doing. I take it, Nip, Slim Thug, hell yeah, man. My hat goes off for them kind of motherfuckers. Hat goes off to them ones who really put their money where their mouth is. actors, all that stuff. It wouldn't be no hoods, bro. If motherfuckers really love their hood and they get money like they say they do, they all these millions of dollars, they extorting all these niggas checking in and all this old shit, bro. If I fly your city, and you be like, and I'll be like, take me to the hood. I shouldn't be able to say, oh yeah, this give me hood vibes. What gives you hood vibes is you familiar with the activities that go on in the hood. It don't matter where you come from, whether you come from a major city or a small city. If you grew up in a slum area, you could be from a population of 4,000 people. If you grew up in a slum area of that shit, and I pick you out of that motherfucker and drop you off in Chicago, drop you off in the middle of Atlanta, Zone 3, drop your ass off in Zone 1, drop your ass off in St. Louis somewhere in some hood, you'll be able to know I'm in the hood because you're familiar with it. You see the ratchet bitches walking around, you see the winos, you see the crackheads, you see the rundown buildings, you see all the dope bars, you see this shit. So if these niggas really get money like they say they is and all this and they love their hood, they'll clean that motherfucker up. But they don't clean it up because they don't sound cool. It just sound cool. Everybody know a hood when they near one if you done been to them. Because all of them look the same. No matter where you come from, all of them look the same. It ain't no such thing as an upper class hood, suburban hood. It ain't none. No. All hoods look the same. It's just from a different area, different slang, different dress code. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. It's the same. I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't give a fuck where you from. I done did skills. I done did the prison story. I did that in the beginning. You had to catch the replay to watch the prison shit. I did that in the beginning. I'm just getting to this gang shit. I'm trying to figure out what's the benefits of joining the gang. Can a gang member get in the comment section and tell me what were the perks? What were the benefits of them joining a gang? What happened? What happened? Did their life change? What happened? Nipsey is dead because of jealousy. Yes, he is. What changed? Ice Cube was never a gang member. Ice Cube was never a street nigga. He was just a part of the very first gangster rap group, NWA. But Ice Cube himself was never a street guy. Ice Cube was never a street guy. From my understanding, the collector, from my understanding, Nip told that guy that killed him that he need to straighten his face out or something. Some stuff ain't looking right, and it wouldn't be wise for him to be there. I want to say they say Nip gave him some clothes and everything. Nip like gave him some clothes out of his store and everything. Say the nigga didn't like that shit, came back and killed him. I don't know. I wasn't there. Crazy. I'm in Tennessee, y'all. I'm in Tennessee. Tennessee. What's the perks? I'm gonna hit y'all right back. This is my dispatcher. My bad, y'all. I got